are listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe Coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. I know I mentioned this in a recent podcast, but I think it deserves a better spotlight, or even if it's just a second spotlight. I think it deserves it. I've been using this metaphor quite a bit in client sessions, and I think it works really well. You remember when I was telling you, and plus I love any excuse to talk about Harvey. He's the best dog ever. I love that guy so much. So remember how I said we were on a walking trail and, the other hikers said, hey, they were bikers actually. They said, there's a moose just ahead of you. We saw it. It's on the move. Keep an eye out. So I was keeping an eye out. I was looking, like every branch that I saw, I was like, oh, is that a moose? Every sound I heard, oh, is that a moose? And I was like going to risk ruining the walk because I was like on edge trying to find this moose. I didn't want to be surprised by it. And I also didn't want to miss it. But I realized, wait, I'm doing this wrong. I'm trying to spot a moose? Come on. I'm not nearly as good a moose spotter as the dog right in front of me. Come on, that guy, he's literally made for this stuff. So I can stop trying to find the moose myself and just let Harvey tell me where the moose is. I knew that's all I needed to do, so I did. Yeah, okay. I have a lot of faith in this dog. Maybe not everyone has a dog that they trust would find the moose. But dogs are better at this than we are. Most of them are anyway. Okay. And maybe it's not a perfect metaphor. You know what I'm going to say here. So I just stopped trying to find the moose myself, and I just paid attention to my dog. I did have 2 dogs with me, and I was not paying attention to the puppy. I was paying attention to Harvey because I knew I could count on Harvey. I knew he would tell me where the moose was. I knew he would know, and I knew he would communicate it to me. Oh my gosh, I have another really cool story about Harvey. I'm going to deviate for a moment to tell you this story. So we remember how I just love an excuse to talk about him, don't I? We're walking, and remember how I told you on another podcast, this was a different one, about, I just can't stop smiling when I talk about this dog. Remember how I wasn't even really trying to train him this, but he just picked it up so quick that whenever we run across another person on the trail, because like 2 or 3 times I did it, and then he learned, that's what we do. When we run across a person, he comes to me because he's usually a little bit out ahead of me. He turns around, comes back to me, and we step off the trail together to let the other person go by, whether they're on a bike or walking or whatever. Okay, so he's really good at that. Well, we're walking, and he stops. He stops and he turns and he looks back at me. Oh my God, I love this dog. Sometimes he stops and he turns back at me because he's asking, like, do I really gotta get off the trail or is it fine? And sometimes it's because it's people that we know, or sometimes it's because we're on a super wide road and we don't really have to step off a little trail, so sometimes he asks. Or maybe he's just waiting for me to catch up. I don't know. But anyway, we're on a narrow trail. We're by ourselves. There's nobody. There's no one. It's just us. And, well, it's me and Harvey, and I keep calling him Samson, but I'm really trying Scooby. And Harvey turns and he looks back at us, and then he looks off again. He's looking to the left off the trail. He's looking to the left. But he's giving me the look like someone's coming. Like, that's the look. And there was no one coming. So we walk up to him, and I'm like, what are you looking at? And I'm trying to look where he's looking, and I don't see anything. I see absolutely nothing. We pause. I'm listening. I don't hear anything either. And he's not taking his eyes off. Like, he's got his eyes on something, whatever it is. There's no people. So we go around him. Me and Samson / Scooby go around him. And as soon as we do, I see the grouse that was right there in the bush, right off the trail. He didn't flush him. He didn't scare the bird away. And so I saw him, but Scooby hadn't. So we just hustled real quick right on by the bird. And I told Harvey what a good boy he was, because I don't like it when he scares birds. I don't think he should chase them. I don't think he should flush them. So he was there right by the trail. And he was such a good boy. Okay. So this back on our moose day, I stop looking for the moose and I just start looking at Harvey, and sure enough, it doesn't take more than a few minutes before, and it's so subtle. It was so subtle. If I'd been on that walk with a girlfriend and we were chatting and not paying attention, I wouldn't have noticed. Like I needed to be noticing my dog in order to see when. It was so subtle, I'm not even sure if I can describe it well, but he just got a little more alert. Kind of like the way a single girl does when a bachelor shows up at the party. No, I don't. His head got a little straighter, his ears perked up just barely. He wasn't wagging his tail or anything. He didn't start running. His stride didn't really change. I could just tell he got a little more alert, a little more focused. And that was my sign. I looked where he was looking, and sure enough, I saw the moose. Oh, he did so good. Okay, you know where I'm going with this. That's what our inner guidance can do for us as well. We don't have to try to figure out how to make the money, or how to remedy the relationship, or how to heal the body, or how to get the job, or how to afford the house, or whatever it is that we're trying to manifest. We don't have to figure it out ourselves, because you got someone partnered up with you who's way better at it than you are. Way, way, way better. Yes, you can get through life trying to do it your own self. Not saying that you won't get some results there, but it works so much better. Plus, it's more enjoyable, more reliable, more enjoyable when you turn into your own inner guidance. That's your own inner wisdom. That's it's like our own Harvey inside that's pointing us in the direction of everything that we want. It's telling us where to go. It's telling us where it is. It's telling us when and where and who. And if there's any how involved, it tells us that too. So we can stop ruining our walk on the trail by trying to figure it out ourselves, and instead let our inner guidance point the way. It will tell us everything we need to know. Yes, it takes some courage to rely on that. We got to have some faith in that guidance, especially when not everyone else is going through the world that way. Lots of others have different ideas about what we should be doing in order to achieve these things. But there is nothing that you can rely on more than your own inner guidance. Abraham calls it your inner being. I love it when I talk with clients who just say their IB. It kind of like when someone says OG, to say IB, it feels like, yeah, we're really rolling with some real power when we partner like that. That's all I wanted to say about it. Sure wish we could all go on a walk sometime with Harvey. Maybe you feel like you are for as often as I talk about it. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Happy manifesting, everyone.